on, everybody? So this morning is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday. Right now I'm getting ready to jump on a call with Andrew. He is the founder, yeah, right word, founder, of Autopilot. And we've had some opportunities to talk with him about what we need in the dumpster industry from a software. We currently use Docket for dumpsters, House Call Pro for junk removal. I hate that we have to pay for two different softwares. Docket it's a lot. There's a lot of features in there. We only use this much of it, but I'm sure there's a lot of other great options we're really not accessing. But if we can have just a small part in being able to help get the dumpsters and junk removal into one software that works smoothly, we would be very, 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 very happy. So I'm going to jump on a call with Andrew here in a few minutes, and we're going to jump through a few different things that we would like to see. But anyways, so yesterday, where did we leave you guys off on that video? I'm uploading that video right now. So yesterday, I left you off with, I messed up on the whole grading job. I was delivering a same-day dumpster, shot back over to the yard, got another same-day dumpster, dropped that off, and it was still pretty early in the day. It was only like 1-2 o'clock, and I was like, you know what, let's clean up the yard. I mean, if you have a yard, I'm sure you know how easy it is for this thing to get trashed. Kind of like my garage, it becomes a catch-all, especially in this business when we come across so many things that we have these great ideas on. Oh, I could use that ramp for this, I can use that for this, and we were just starting to look like a junkyard in a little corner with a bunch of stuff piled up. So we had a half-filled dumpster. So I just went through the yard, pulled out everything that I want to keep, threw away everything else. There's a lot I probably just need to get rid of still, but I have this idea that I can find someone that will work on small engines and hire them to come out. And I have like 3 pressure washers, 2 wood chippers, a leaf vacuum. I have a ride-on John Deere lawnmower. I have a bunch of small engine equipment that just needs a little bit of work to get it back up and running, and I would love to have them all fixed and then just flip them and sell them, or use them for we have a business plan that we had plans on launching for this year, but we pushed it off a year, maybe 2. But it's an equipment rental company, and it ties in really nice with the dumpsters. And so I've had started to keep a lot of this. I'm like, this would be perfect to add in as inventory to get the equipment rental company started. And at this point, it might be better just to fix them and sell them and just kind of move on from that and deal with that when we decide to launch that company. But anyways, my allergies went crazy working at the yard. All this rain we've had, stuff is growing everywhere. I'll pop in a picture here of my eyes. My eyes were irritating me, and I was sneezing, and I was whatever. I was just trying to power through and get through it. And I go to my van to get a drink of water, and I look in the mirror, and my eyes were fire on red. I'll pop a picture in here. So just disclaimer: if you don't like looking at eyeballs, this is your time to close your eyes. So I was done. I came home. I jumped in the shower, took a whole bunch of allergy medicine. And my eyes today are still a little red. Definitely not going to put my contacts in today. But I don't know. I hate allergies. It makes me feel like crap for a couple days. So, anyways, that's the day. Long story short, long intro video here. My goal in this video is to talk about ways that we market our company. So I was talking with a friend last night, and he was asking me if I wanted to buy some of his equipment, different trailers and stuff. And unfortunately, the equipment that he has that he wants to sell, it's upside down. The prices he needs to get out of his loans it makes no financial sense. One of them is a trailer that we're looking at, a similar type of a trailer that we're looking at for equipment. But the one that we've been looking at, it's out of state, but it's dramatically less. And there's part of me that's like, man, I just want to help my friend out, and let me buy this stuff or buy one of them at least. And, maybe that'll help him out, but I can't consciously make a business decision out of emotions to try to want to help somebody. So I talked with him a little bit earlier. We're going to chat more later today. And I want to use this video to talk about how we market our company, because there is no one way that we market the company. So there is tons, actually. Actually, I'm going to pause. I'm going to write all this down so that I don't forget anything. I'll be back. Okay, so I had to take a minute and write down the list because I didn't want to miss anything. And even then, I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few. So what I'll do is I'll copy my list and I'll place it into the description below. And maybe I'll add in, what I'll do is I have different sections. And so I'll have the ones that we're currently doing, and then I'll add in maybe a secondary line with some other options that are out there that we just aren't currently doing. And I'll make a note if we've tested them or we've tried them in the past. So this is what we do when it comes down to marketing. Now, this is going to be 4, 5 different categories that we invest our money for marketing. There's short term, there's long term, and then there is, short term and long term. Long story short, make it easy. So on the first category, digital marketing, we have of course, one and only, Google. Google takes the bulk of our marketing. If we were looking at a pie chart, Google would take 75% of the money that we spend in marketing, maybe even more realistically, but at least 75% is going to Google. 2 is going to be Google Guarantee. These leads are expensive. These leads vary dramatically based off where you're at. On the low end for a lead for us, we have it at, I think, $55 a lead right now. And I have it capped at 55. I don't want to spend more than 55 on a lead with Google Guarantee, but they will definitely take more money if you allow them to. Next is going to be Yelp. So this one is definitely going to be a controversial topic. You have people that love Yelp and hate Yelp. I am neutral. I'm not neutral. I don't like them. I am not a fan. I think they're scammers, and it's ridiculous how they throttle the reviews. But we give them money. We're part of the problem here, guys. We're part of the problem. So we do not do any messaging with Yelp. The only advertising we do for Yelp is going to be phone calls only, and we're very specific about that. That's how we have it set up. I have a much higher closing percentage with someone getting on the phone versus someone messaging me and 10 other companies. So Yelp. Next is going to be SEO. We don't spend any money with an ad agency on SEO. We do it ourselves now. We did spend about 2.5 years with a couple different ad agencies, and there's some really great ones. There's some really bad ones. You're going to need, if you don't know anything about SEO or marketing, digital marketing, you're going to need an ad agency. They can handle your ads, Google ads. Sometimes they'll handle your Facebook ads, and majority of the time they're going to want to pair your Google ads with your SEO, okay? Google ads is going to be your instant gratification. If you're just starting out, or you need to increase your revenue because you bought another truck or you hired more guys, Google ads is where you're going to pump the money in, and it's going to immediately start making your phone ring more, hopefully. There's no guarantee on any of this, right? But that's going to be your instant return. SEO is going to be your long-term play. We've had 2 or 3 companies that we had hired in the past to do our ads. There's one guy here on Facebook that has a pretty good following. We had hired him. Not a fan at all. We quickly left him once we realized that we were paying for trash. And he was managing ads and SEO. We then went to another guy who he no longer works for people in the junk removal space because we're a pain to work with. We want the world, and anyways, this guy was legit. He is probably out of everyone that we've hired, I respected the most. However, I was really cocky at that point, and we were growing really fast. And I told my wife, I said, you know what? I don't want to be someone else's side hustle. This guy had a junk removal company. I was like, I don't want to be someone's side hustle. I want a dedicated company that all they do and all they focus on is going to be, where's my phone's ringing? That's my buddy Keith Corin. You may see him commenting here and there. I'll call you back, buddy. So I was cocky and I said, I want a company that's going to devote everything to me. I don't want to be a side hustle. I don't want to be the side chick. I want them to specialize in this, and this is all they do, which is correct to a certain extent. Okay, it's a good mindset, but sorry about that. My mustache kept tickling my nose, and I kept rubbing it, so I had to go brush this thing down a little bit. Okay, so I mean, it was, I guess, an okay mindset, right? That I wanted someone to really devote everything to us. And so this guy got us to the top of Google. Killed it. We then went to another ad agency, and we currently have them now. They're managing our Google ads. I probably won't have them for very much longer. I am in the talks and in the search for somebody else, because this ad agency, all they do is ads, and now I feel like I'm just a number. I don't feel like I'm getting the results that we should be getting for the amount of money that we're spending. So I am now going back and looking for someone that is smaller, someone that is in our industry and is killing it on ads, and they themselves, their junk removal business is killing it. So anyways, if you don't know how to manage it, either learn or hire someone that knows. On the SEO side, I've devoted a lot of time and energy and money learning that, and so I do that for ourselves. So recap your digital marketing categories, and this is what we are spending money on: Google Ads, Google Guarantee, Yelp, SEO. We're not currently spending money on Facebook ads, but we have in the past. So that would also be another digital platform. And with Facebook comes Instagram, kind of tied into there. Next is going to be your in-person networking. With in-person networking, I would say this is probably one of the most important categories. Now, this doesn't cost you very much money. So if you're just starting in the junk removal space, okay, or you've been in a while, like my friend I was speaking about earlier, and things are just not working. Maybe you're spending money on ads, you're putting money out there, and things are just not clicking. There's a few things that could be wrong, but try in-person marketing. So the first one is going to be specific networking groups. So a specific networking group is going to be a group like a BNI. We are personally in 2 different specific networking groups. Typically, you can have one person, or technically you should have one specific networking group. In these groups, there's going to be one junk removal company, one painter, one realtor, yada, yada, yada. The goal in these groups is to grow together, refer each other out. I am in one specific group. I'm in a BNI, and my wife is in another networking group. That one is not a BNI. They're both great. They are both completely different in how they work and how they are structured. BNI is very, at least one I'm in, is very structured. Rules to the T, which is a little hard for me. But in-person networking is extremely important. BNI is about $1,000 a year. This other networking group we're in is about $600 a year. So to give you perspective, let's say the BNI one, that one I just joined about a month ago. I made that grand back with one referral before we even signed up. So it pays off, okay? Not only that, you're getting to know other business owners, and business is hard. I've said it multiple times. It's important to surround yourself with a community of like-minded individuals. So in-person marketing is going to be BNI and any other type of in-person networking group you can get into if you don't have a local BNI. The next one that we do is going to be the Neighbors Monthly Mixer. This cost us $2,000 for the year. What this gets us is it gets us a booth every single month at this networking event. It's great because it's really focused on no specific chamber, no specific anything, but lots of people, lots of business owners come from the community, and it is a solid event. 10 out of 10 recommend. We get our logo plastered on all the marketing materials, on the TVs, on the step and repeat backdrops, all the photos that are taken and posted, has our logo there. That is $2,000 a year. This is our first year doing it. I don't know if I'll do it again next year or not. It's too early in the year to really be able to track. But regardless, for $2,000 a year, it's worth the brand awareness and meeting other business owners and getting this plastered in people's brains. Next is going to be chamber events. Go to as many chamber events as you possibly can. We're within three. Our service area covers 3 different chambers. We're really only involved in the Temecula chamber. So we go to the coffee connections. We go to as many grand openings as we can. But there's actually 3 or 4 chambers locally. Go to as many chamber events as you can, as many mixers as you can. Just get out there, shake hands, kiss babies. For someone like me that has social anxiety, this is extremely hard. I will sit in the car sometimes for 30 minutes just trying to hype myself up to get into these events. So if you struggle, I understand what you're feeling. It is hard, but it is worth it, okay? Nothing that comes easy ends up being worth it in the long run. Networking and building your brand, it takes a long time. You're not going to start showing up to these events and start getting work overnight, okay? You have to build a friendship and you have to build a relationship. That's why I would say groups like BNI or specific networking groups are really important, really where you should start, because you'll start to build friendships there. Then you'll start to run into these people at these other mixers and other networking events, and it makes it a lot easier of a transition. And the more you get to know these people, the more you begin to understand what they do, and they get to understand what you do, and you trust each other, and you help each other out. So that's what we do for in-person networking events. Now, these are business-to-business networking events. Next is going to be social media. Okay, we did a lot on social media. Since we started YouTube, we've really declined our social media presence, which I really need to fix, but time. I need a driver. If you want a job, reach out to me. I need my time back. We did a lot. If you go to our Instagram, you'll find that we did a lot of videos. And they are videos, they're quick videos. Just get the camera out, one take. Everybody knows the rules. Hey everyone, this is Abel with Temecula Valley Junk Pickup. We are in the city of Temecula, and today we're working on removing this play structure or this hot tub or this. We're helping our client empty out their garage. If you are in a similar situation, or if you know of anyone that has a garage full of junk, have them reach out to us. You can reach us at TemeculaJunk.com. Anyways, it's a quick little commercial that we do, that we did a lot of. It would take us a couple minutes to film. I would either do it myself or have one of my guys do it for us. And then we would throw it into the captions app, add some captions into there, take it over to Instagram, add some music. Total 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. And we became very well known in our community for these videos, especially at these networking events. People would always comment, oh, I watch your videos. Oh, they're so funny. They're great. Take the time and make some content. I need to listen to my own mentality, my own suggestion there. That video can be used across all social media platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, you name it, okay? Facebook regular posting, we've done a really bad job at this. Again, this category, I'm failing, I would say. But ChatGPT is out there and it is a lifesaver. You just need to create some content. Anything is better than nothing. And even if it's not the best content, something is better than anything, or something is better than nothing. So YouTube, obviously we're spending a lot of time on YouTube right now. If you scroll back, you'll see a lot more specific posts about, really more for the SEO side. TikTok, we have a TikTok. It's too much junk. That I don't really use it for like marketing purposes for the business. That's really more me marketing the YouTube channel, I guess. It's never really, go check it out. Too much junk. It's really not a specific, I don't try to get customers from that. Okay, next is going to be guerrilla marketing. This is important. This is an affordable way of getting customers, okay? A few $100 and you can get yourself any one of these categories. Okay, so door-to-door flyers. If you don't have work, I remember in the beginning, man, we would not have work. And I would go and I would park my truck at Lowe's. I'm going to try to find a picture. I'm going to throw it up here. I could not afford to get my trucks wrapped, all right? It was what it was. I couldn't do it, right? So I went and I had some banners made. I had some big banners made, 12 feet long and 4 feet tall. I had it basically the entire size of my trailer. I would go down to Lowe's. I would park at the exit where everyone could see me. I would park my truck there and I would put the banner up on my trailer with these magnets I got from Harbor Freight, and I would put them up, and then I would go and I'd get my sun hat and a backpack and a big old stack of flyers, and I would start going door to door, put a flyer on every door. Now, I would respect, when it said no soliciting, I would respect it, man. I mean, it's a simple request. Just turn around and walk away, okay? And I would put up as many flyers as I possibly could. I'd be out there for hours. So door-to-door flyers work, okay? We still do it to this day. Next is going to be yard signs. Yard signs work. We do them to this day. We do them for dumpster rentals and junk removal. Actually, we need to do another round of it right now. You might have seen the stack that we had in the cleaning my garage video. Next is going to be parketing. Parketing is where you park your wrapped vehicle or a vehicle with a banner on it on a busy highway in a parking lot. That's really why we bought the van, or we wrapped the van. Super Bowl morning, I'll go to Stater Brothers, park it right in the front, and let it be there. I'm taking a spot, I'm sorry, but everyone going shopping on Super Bowl last minute is looking at my van. Go park it at Costco, park it everywhere we can. We haven't done a really good job with this lately, but it's important, and I recommend doing it, especially if you're just gonna be stuck at home working. Find a way to have your vehicle, especially if they're wrapped, out there advertising for you. Driving for dollars, I spoke a little bit about that a couple days ago, or in the video I posted on Monday, so you can go back to that and see that. Next, we spend money on brand awareness. So brand awareness is things where we're spending money, but there's really no immediate return. So parking is one of those. You invest in a vehicle, you wrap it, and you park it. There's not like it's not like a extreme call to action. It's like people walk by and they see it and they're like, oh, let me take a picture of that. Yeah, I need junk removed. So parketing goes more towards the brand awareness. Yeah. Next is going to be in-person events. I'll throw a picture up here again. This is going to have our event tent. And if you need one of these, let me know. I can help you out with that. So we do as many events as we can, especially in the fall. All the festivals, the trunk or treats, everything that you could possibly do. It just gets you out in the community, gets you meeting people. It lets you really see lets customers see that there's a human and a local family behind the business. Sports teams and schools. We will sponsor different sports teams. We will sponsor different schools, PTAs, and in exchange, we get a banner. I'll put some pictures up again. Banners either in the pickup lines for the schools, banners at the, behind the backstops of, sports teams, whatever the case may be. On anywhere you could put your logo to get that brand awareness, it's important. Giveaways, swag, stickers, koozies, anything with your logo on it, do it. Now, I would say that brand awareness is an extremely important category, but it is not a category that is going to bring you those instant returns, and it is an expensive category. I would say this is probably not where you want to start spending your dollars immediately unless you have a ton of cash or an investor or you're really going all in here. I would say focus on the other categories before you focus on brand awareness. It's important. I'll add into brand awareness is wrapping your vehicles. We were probably the first company out here that had a wrapped vehicle. And now everybody is wrapped. My wrap guy loves me because I've sent him so many people. This is probably one of the most important things that you should do as soon as you have the money for. Wrap the truck, wrap the trailer, all of that. Just please keep in mind, if you're using your vehicle for work purposes, you should have commercial insurance. A lot of guys fly under the radar and just by not wrapping, not having anything. Regardless if you're wrapped or not, you should have commercial insurance. Get it done. Take care of yourself. Protect your family. Protect the people you're on the road with. But especially when you're wrapped, we have so many stories of people trying to pull in front of us, back up and hit us. The dumbest things, man. Just protect yourself. So that kind of sums up my general quick little list I threw together here. If I think of anything else, I'll add it to the list and I'll add it to the section below. Let me know what you do that's different though. I'd love to hear any suggestions. Maybe we can just you share your thoughts on where you put your money and how you market your business. And I'll just keep this list in the description below updated so that it helps other people as they're growing their business. So hopefully like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Hopefully